So today I'm going to be showing you how to press some flowers, which I think is a really cool way to preserve little treasures that we might find from the past seasons. And now that we're moving into fall, it'd be really cool right now to find flowers and press them that kind of are true to summer, things like sunflowers and marigolds and black-eyed Susans. So to give you an example of what a pressed flower might look like, I have some flowers I pressed at the very beginning of spring when things were just starting to bloom. And it's really cool how thin they can get. And they also just stay their color too, which I think is really awesome. I really like these ones because they had like little heart-shaped leaves too. And again, like you don't have to just press flowers, you could also press the leaves. And I used to have one, but I don't know where it went. Then I have a daffodil, which we see pretty much all the time, really. Yeah, so we're about to head over to the J.O. Wilson garden and pick some flowers. Let's go. Alright, so we're out here in the J.O. Wilson garden. We have a lot of mosquitoes, so I'm trying to get out here as fast as possible. And I'm about to pick some flowers to be pressed. But before I pick them, I have two rules that I need to follow. One is that, oh my gosh, there's so many out here. That if I see some flowers on somebody else's property, I want to make sure that I'm asking for permission before I pick them. And then two is that I want to make sure that there are more than 10 of those flowers in an area. So if I only see 2 flowers in one area, I'm not going to pick those flowers because I want to make sure that they grow back next year. So looking at all these flowers, you can definitely tell that there's a lot more than 10 flowers in this area. Alright, so we're going to get picking. So these are the things you're going to need in order to press flowers. And the really cool thing about this is that it requires absolutely no special instrument or gadget, just things you could find around your house. So you're really only going to need 3 things, and that is a notebook. Any notebook really works. It's fine. A heavy book, or potentially 2. And then the third thing is time, because it takes about between the time that you pick your flowers, press it, and then by the time it turns into something like this, it'll probably take about a week or 2. So this definitely does take patience, but I think the result is worthwhile. Okay, so we survived mosquitoes and we got some flowers. So I have a black-eyed Susan, I have a marigold, and I don't entirely know what this one is. But we'll find out. And now it comes down to pressing. So we want to press pretty soon after we pick our flowers, so they're fresh. So you're gonna go ahead and pick your notebook. I'm gonna use this one. And then just find a page that's empty. And now you're gonna press. And when you press, you want to arrange them so that way you get the full bloom of the flower to show. So, like I wouldn't want to put this that way because then you can't see the flower. So I want it this way because that way you can see the flower. And then it's okay to like bend it a little bit so that way you're showing a flower. You get that, and then you cut this one. Okay. Do a bit of manipulation. Okay. That way you know So when you arrange it like this, that way you know when you press that the bloom of the flower is going to show, and you're not just going to get a wonky leaf in the way. Not that leaves are bad. And now you're just going to press down like that, and then this is when you might need 1 or 2 books. So heavy book, and then another heavy book. You're just gonna press down a little bit. I have another option too. So these flowers are pretty big, and those 2 books aren't as heavy as I would like them to be, but I have this box that is filled with a lot of books. So I'm just going to put it underneath here. Slide it under. And over time, the weight of this box is going to press our flowers, and then in a week we're going to check back and see what they look like. So that is how a flower can go from something like this, 3-dimensional, to something like this, something that's 2D and flat. It's a really cool process, and if you try it, let us know. I'm excited to see what creations you make. I'll see you next time. Bye.